What's up, everyone? Hope you're getting after it today, feeding that mind, body, and spirit. Got a nice little leg stretching routine for you. This is a leg stretching routine that you can do before or you can do after. Before, it's really good to open up and loosen everything. And then after, it's very good to continue loosening everything in a nice and soft and gentle way. Many of the moves come from yoga, but if you don't have any yoga experience, don't worry about it. Focus on doing what you can to loosen those legs up. All right, here we go. All right, so I call this routine a trifecta because there's 3 different exercises. And I have a few different trifectas that I do, 3 different flows, but this is one that I like doing before and after because it hits the front, the back, and the hips, okay? So we're gonna start with the front. We're gonna have one knee down, one leg up. I'm gonna roll this ankle down. Now I'm pretty flexible, so I can get my elbow all the way down. If you can't, don't worry about it. The key is keeping that back leg back so you get that stretch of, this is called a hip opener. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring that elbow and I'm gonna drop it down as low as I can. Again, you may not have the flexibility to do that, but if you cannot do that, I don't want you to be like down here and like cramped up on yourself. You wanna be long and nice and stretched out. So get that back knee behind, roll that ankle, that'll allow the hip to open a little more neutral, and bring the elbow right in line and you'll feel a nice, good stretch. So we're gonna count to 10, and I like to open my mouth so I can hear myself breathe to remind myself that I'm breathing. Because a lot of times people aren't breathing, they're just holding their breath trying to fight through the stretch. But you need to pump oxygen into that muscle, and that's how we do it, by breathing. So I'm gonna count to 10. Good. Oh, feels great. Okay? Next stretch we're going to do is for the hamstring. So anytime you're working on the hamstring, you're bringing the chest toward the knee. But the most important thing is that the leg has to be locked out. So there's no point if you're doing this. That's not doing anything. You want to be right here. Again, I'm pretty flexible. I can get my chest all the way down. But if you can't, even if you're right here, even if right here, you're going to feel it. Okay? We're going to get our hands down and focusing on feeling it right underneath in that hamstring. Again, count to 10. Focus on your breathing. Okay, the next one we're going to do, so we hit the hips, we hit the hamstring, now it's time to hit the quad. So the quad that we're going to hit is going to be on this leg, actually. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my rear foot, I'm going to flatten it so that I can push down on it, and this is called the reach back. So again, you may not have the flexibility to get back as far as I do or arch your back the way that I do, but you want to focus on getting the shoulders behind the quad so you can feel it. And again, breathe and count to 10. Good. Okay, same thing on the other side. You know what it is, so let's do it. So we're gonna open that ankle, bring that elbow. Now don't be surprised if when you go down, one side is a lot tighter than the other. That's pretty normal, actually. For me, my right hip is a little tighter than my left, so it's always a little bit harder for me to get down on this side. I feel it a lot more, but I try to ease into it, so that's why we focus on that breathing, and we can kind of ease into it. So even if I don't get into it right away, by breathing, I can. Good. Okay. Hamstring. Leg is up. You can point the toe up, square the shoulders. Again, knee is locked out, chest down. Now, if 10 seconds isn't enough, you can keep going. You can go up to 30 seconds. I wouldn't go much past that because then you can get into hyperextension. But if you're not feeling the stretch in the first 10 seconds, you can max out at 30 to really feel it. Okay? Let's flatten that leg out, go on our reach back. Great. Woo. All right, hope that helped you. Use that anytime you're gonna do a leg workout. You can do it at the beginning, you can do it at the end, you can do it both. That's it, get after it.